Hello, guten Morgen to my good Freunds, which is good morning to my good friends in German. If I'm saying that right. Right, Mama? And I'm talking to my friend Richie's mother called Mama. So, she's from Alabama. So, I'm Lisa Fry, the Catholic unschooler all around. No, I'm Lisa Fry, the Catholic homeschooler, unschooler all around schooler. So today, I don't know, I'm in this new season of getting ready for something. I don't know what it is, and that's okay because we don't have to. I remember the time that I was driving in the car with Mr. Fry, my late husband, and our 3 children, and I said, as I'm cooking, I took frozen vegetables and I put a tomato soup and grated cheese and pepper in there, and it's going to be delicioso. And because this is a coil stove, my friend Richie in Alabama said that the coils stay hot longer than the gas stoves, so we'll shut that off to save energy, and then we'll cover it up. Okay, so what am I saying to you? I always forget. Oh yes, I'm driving in the car with Mr. Fry, and I said to him, we were going snowboarding, snow everywhere, beautiful day, the kids were all together, and he says to me, I say to him, you know, I feel like God is going to do something really big with me. I said, but I don't know what it is. I just know I'm ready, And isn't that awesome? Is that we don't even have to know what exactly it is that he's about to do. He's just preparing you, right? So I felt ready for something really big. And very shortly after, I ran into a priest. The story is amazing, and I really should just show you what I'm talking about. I'll do that in another video. But one thing led to another by talking to this one priest, that he said to me that there was another friend of his, a priest friend, that was looking for a homeschooler to use his facilities. And I ended up opening a school for 1 year from the beginning all the way to the end, for the graduation and all. And it was amazing. Amazing. It was so beautiful for a number of families, not a ton, but a number of them. And so I'll get into that later. But the point is that now God is doing something in my life, me personally, and he's doing it in all of our lives, okay? In all of our lives. Don't think that you're exempt because you're not. So with that said, I am so getting prepared. And my next level is to be alone, right? So it's not personal against anybody. It's not that I don't see anybody. Of course I do. But in this house, I try to be alone with my children the majority of the time. Because I was so, since I lost my husband, I hate saying that. Don't get me going. I've always wanted people around, right? If you follow me, then you'll see that I'm always wanting people around me. I just love it. I feel so safe. Well, now, and that's not how we lived before. We had it respectfully, like, oh yes, well, we're gonna, have somebody over the house tonight or today, whatever. Okay, we did this as a family thing, but now, or when Mr. Fry left me, I was just like, oh my gosh, I needed people around me constantly. It was just terrible. A terrible feeling to have, and then always having to go to the church and just sit there with God, which is wonderful. And if I didn't do that, I don't know where I would be right now. I'd probably be in a mental ward, to be honest. All right, so minimalists, you see, we're working on it. I have a lot of things, as you can see, but everybody, this used to be Mr. Fry's shelf up there. I saw the ghostly woman. I think she wants a shelf too. And mine, Sarah's, Seth's, and Rachel's, and of course we have to have a place for Mr. Coffee. And so I went through here today, and I'm so excited. Yes, I feel like Vienna White off that Wheel of Fortune, But I took out everything. I am so discombobulated a lot of the time. It's like, well, let's just shove this over here. We have extra over there. I say, you know what? Let's take all the stuff that we really utilize, right? So we all eat all of these things, and the stuff we don't eat a whole lot, I just put up high, right? And we're always using this. I know it should be on the counter, but so, and then this medical, right? We're always using this. The kids are always using it. I had it up here. I'm like, well, let me put it down here for them. So I just, and then this space. It's unbelievable. And then down here in my little pantry that you all have seen maybe in the past, I had tons of beans in the bag and rice, and I put that in the way back. I thought, hey, that's perfect. You see? So all my cans and all my condiment stuff, and yeah, I love being organized. And even though most of the time I am not 100% like that. So now my next mission, and I did this too. I didn't do up there. It's not necessary really. So that is awesome. Everything. And I highly suggest putting the names out so you can see them. I'm a fine one to talk, right? Yeah. So you can read them and keep things sorted, right? So all things that are similar together, and all the spices that I don't normally use, I put down in my little pantry thing down there. So this is the next tackle. This is all tea. This is all tea. And it's really old tea. I don't know if that goes bad or not, but that's old. It's here forever. Do I drink it? Once in a blue moon. So I think what I'm going to do is, see, right now I have popcorn here. I'm like, you know what? Let me take all this out, put it in a bin in the basement, which I'll probably never see again in my life. But at least if I have company, I can whip it out with the really old tea. And not all of it's ancient. And all of our sugars are up there. So, see, that's getting ready to go up there too. All right, so that's all I'm saying to you now. And I'm going to go enjoy my soup. But I do have to say something. On to the next level. So if you're if you feel like, oh, this is a lonely time for me, this is just an example. There's many different levels of, wow, I just had massive deja vu. Okay. You will gotta steal someone else's spoon because somebody took mine. So when you feel like you are on to the next level of however it is, maybe it's that you're out in the public now, right? Or maybe it's that you're spending more time, you have to be alone, right? Mine has been, I needed everybody around. Now it's like, and there was a time, a little period there where I just felt like, oh my gosh, like nobody knows I'm even alive and I'm all alone. Do you know what I mean? And I felt like God was hiding me away. And a lot of times we don't understand that it's God, and we just like take it so personal, like, oh my gosh, can I eat this? I don't mean it to be a mukbang at all. I just want to see how it is. Still sticking to keto. I'm not a big fan of frozen vegetables. They just always have that rubbery feel. I love canned vegetables. I love fresh, but I love canned. Rubbery is not good. So you might not understand that it's God, okay? And you might start feeling bad and like, oh my gosh, why am I alone? And so recognize that as long as you're striving to please the Lord, and you notice that all these things are happening in your heart and your life and what's going on, I don't understand it. Just be brave through the grace of God, of course, with his guidance and grace and help. And trust and do the most important thing besides those things is do well. Do really well. Do really great with your task at hand. Okay, so I have this house and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to take care of it in the future? Oh, and you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm planning and I am taking care of my home. And that is showing God. My hope is, I'll put you down here. My hope is to please God, right? I want to show God, I want to prove to God that he can trust me. Whatever he wants to do next in my life, I'm trying to prove to him that he can trust me. You know what I mean? I will do really well with what you have given to me and entrusted me with, because I can't just say, "Oh, can you help me with this? I want this, that, and the other thing." I have to prove myself. Rubbery vegetables. I don't know. Anyway, so don't feel like you don't know what's going on. Just say, "Yes, Lord. I have a heavy heart today. I'm suffering right now, or I'm scared. I have anxiety. I'm depressed." You know, just keep on doing good while you're trusting God, and be patient. Patience, man. That's why they say patience is a virtue, because you will be waiting a long time for a lot of things. That wasn't too bad. So, you know what I'm saying? Because life is, if you don't pay attention and know that it's God doing it, and you want to like blow it off as though it's something else, good luck to you. We all have to know that it's God, and He's always rising us up to better things, bigger things. All right, just like with the school. All right. So all I can say is, you have these desires, right? God cares about your desires. Why? Because He's put them in there. They're His. Everything's His. This bowl, right? I could say, "Oh, this is my bowl." It's not really like, right? But, "Oh, this is my bowl. This is my placemat. This is my house. These are my kids. This is my body." Okay. But we're just borrowing everything. Everything. And that really, I mean, I know we know that, right? That nothing is really ours, because once we die, when Mr. Fry left, I realized, looking at his body, I said, wow, he couldn't even take his body. You know? His soul, that's it. So no matter what we treasure, no matter how precious something may be to us, just to let you know, you're not taking it. Okay? You're not taking it with you. I don't care how precious you would think anything is. Even your kids. You're not taking them. Right? They're on their own with that one. With God. Everything. Every single solitary thing. You are not taking it. Right now, we are borrowing everything. Like this morning, I was like, "God, this is yours." Whatever I was holding, like, this belongs to you. Okay? So, eat a lot of vegetables. It's healthy for you. Are we hanging out? Yes, we are. So, I am still waiting. Yes, I am. The bowl looks so big. Big bowl. Right? I am waiting for a miracle. I love that. That's like so fun, because the waiting is not fun, but you can't appreciate it. You can see all the different things that God is doing in your life when it's happening. So we really have to, like, while we're waiting, and that desperate feeling, like that, oh, like you're in pain, you're in agony, you're like, oh. A lot of times you can see it in other people better. You're feeling it, but you can see it in other people, but you don't feel their pain, right? You just feel your own. But you're seeing something happening, and they're complaining and they're crying and like, oh, they're a mess, but you don't feel it, right? So you're looking at them going, so if I can't really feel their emotions and I'm thinking they can toughen up and, press through it, then same goes for me. Does that make sense? Even though you're still gonna feel it and suffer, it just helps you to put a better perspective on it, so that when you're going through it, you're just focused, And you really want to do all of this without eating like, you know, gouging, and that's where I got all this from. It was from just, I guess, drowning sorrows. If I'm happy, I eat. If I'm sad, I eat. So I have to stop doing that, and I've been. So altogether, I think I lost like 40 pounds, okay, in the last 2, maybe even 3 years now. And be patient with yourself. Love yourself. Know that you're worthy, because God, I'm not trying to put us on this high pedestal for sure, no way. I mean, the greatest saints used to say that they were like worms and dust of the earth, right? In comparison to God. But God does love us, okay? Rubbery carrots. I guess I could name this video Rubber Soup. Yep. So, just keep on pressing forward. Know that every time you're going through something, negative, happy, whatever it is, that you keep your eyes on God. Pray to Him all day long, throughout the day. Do good, right? Go and help people. Do great with what you own, right? Take good care of it. Even if it's not a lot, even if it's not even worth a lot of money, just take care of it. Wash it, clean it, you know? Take care of business. Show God that you're ready and that you're just waiting, because you don't know. The thing is that you want to constantly be spiritually mature as much as you can in your own life, and your eyes are focused on God as much as you comfortably can, so that when something terrible comes along, all right, a negative thing, and you're just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do with it? You will be prepared. That way there, it won't be so devastating, right? Do you ever like work through something and then you hear somebody say something about something that they're going through, or they're not looking forward to something in their future, and you're like, wow, that really wouldn't bother me, you know? Because you yourself have matured, right, in that particular area. All right, so we're always trying to be spiritually mature, so when things come our way, we can fight through it easier. It's really to help you, dude. Okay. Rubber soup. I like rubber soup. Not okay. No, not okay. I didn't like that one. That was cauliflower. So, all right, phone is ringing. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you in a couple of seconds.